I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70 years old, you can actually make a change. You can actually say, you know what, I stuffed up then when I was younger, but now I want to make a difference. Now I want to reconcile a relationship with my child or my cousin, or bring a whole family unit back together. That's the power of heritage. That's the power of our ancestors. That's the power of love and commitment and intentional relationships. You actually get to be the person that you needed when you were younger. Welcome to Krystal Rowe Impact, a space dedicated to empowering you to be the change that your bloodline has been waiting for. Join me, and together, let's inspire change. Kia ora, and welcome back to the Krystal Rowe Impact podcast. And today we're going to be talking about the launch of Heritage Impact. And I'm so excited to share this. It's really exciting for me. I want to share first with you our mission, which is to empower people to be the change their bloodline needs. We guide individuals to shift their mindset from limitation to empowerment. We provide support, resources, and opportunities to equip individuals on a journey to self-discovery and healing, where they uncover the untapped potential within their bloodline, to break the cycle of generational trauma transfer. Together, we create a legacy of strength, healing, and limitless possibilities for ourselves and future generations. How Heritage Impact actually came about was just growth, just growing an idea, setting a passion on fire. And it started a few years ago when I wanted to create a program to empower and inspire Māori and Pacific Islanders to get into business. And from that, I started diving into what that actually means and how has that affected my life and improved my life. And I actually realized very quickly that starting a business, you needed to have some identity. And I kind of fell into this beautiful relationship with figuring out who I was and where I came from, because that strength, that anchoring in not only your heritage, but who you are and where you come from, helps you in business. Because when the tough times come, and they do come, and you don't have your roots anchored in, your business can control you, consume you, and just completely take over and destroy you. And it almost happened to me. And so that's why it's so important for me to create a space where people can not only pursue a passion of a life by design, but they can also get to know who they are. And because I grew up without much heritage and without much knowledge of my culture, it really did affect who I was and how I showed up in the world. And so I needed to really figure out what was important. And heritage is huge. The meaning behind Heritage Impact comes from the importance of knowing where we come from. It comes from the importance of grounding ourselves, from identity, from the strength and the courage that our ancestors before us had, and how they endured life and how they adapted and got through struggles and how they came out on top. And for me, it's just mind-blowing to actually acknowledge where we've come from. It gives us strength and it gives us courage. And when you look at business, that's exactly what you need. You need to have strength to endure the longevity of business, because when you get into business, it's not an overnight success. It's not a quick race to the end. It's more of a journey. It's more of a unraveling, peeling back the layers. A business really, really strips you back puts you on your ass sometimes so that you can get back up as a new formed self so that you're more empowered. Yep, I overcame that. Now what's next? Where are we going to? And Heritage Impact is designed to give you a platform for you to actually succeed from. You're not having to find all the answers, because we have created certain programs that will help you to transform your life, to be courageous, to be strong in your pursuit of business, to be strong in the pursuit of yourself. And it really is a transformative journey. Our heritage can have a positive impact on our mental health. And to touch on mental health, the world we live in today is not supporting people with mental health. The suicide rate is not okay. It's out of this world. Domestic violence is through the roof. How people look at themselves these days is so low that we have a whole community of people that can't get out of bed every day. And I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to not be able to function, to not be able to feel. And I've created Heritage Impact to empower people to find the strength to get up from the rubble that life has thrown on them and actually build something with that. We don't have to settle for what this world has thrown us. We can create anything that we want. So Heritage Impact is a transformational journey. It creates a profound and lasting impact on the lives of those who choose to change the trajectory of their family, who choose to not let the effects of trauma be passed down through them onto their children. Heritage Impact is about creating a safe place for people to come and say that enough is enough and the shit ends with me, and that I am the change that my bloodline has been waiting for. I am the change that my bloodline needs, and it ends with me. It ends with me. That's a powerful thing. If you can think of the worst time in your life, in your mental and emotional state, can you imagine your children having such extreme mental health issues that they can't even go to school, they can't get a job? What does that feel for you thinking that? Because I know that my voice right now is shaking and my emotions are high, and that's why I've created Heritage Impact, to stop the generational trauma transfer. And seriously, the power when you see that your children are actually moving, when the needle actually starts to shift with them and they are empowered and they are proud and they are loving on themselves. Like my little baby's like, I'm going to be the best at school. She just started prep this year and she's like, I'm going to be the best. I'm the boss. Like, it's not an ego thing, but it's setting her up to go and be her best. If that's her standard, then she's going to excel. For me, I didn't have that, and I needed to create that. So Heritage Impact really gives you the power to create a legacy of empowerment and courage, daring our children to go after their dreams. It's giving you a space that you can now go after your dreams too. It's never too late. I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70 years old, you can actually make a change. You can actually say, you know what? I stuffed up then when I was younger, but now I want to make a difference. Now I want to reconcile a relationship with my child or my cousin, or bring a whole family unit back together. That's the power of heritage. That's the power of our ancestors. That's the power of love and commitment and intentional relationships. And I just love the fact that we actually get to do that. We actually get to be the change that we needed when we were younger. You actually get to be the person that you needed when you were younger. You get to stand up for yourself. You get to stand up for what you believe in and actually turn this world into a world that you are proud to live in, to be a part of. So at Heritage Impact, we aspire to be a global force. We want to raise the vibration. We want to create resilient communities that dismantle the chains of generational trauma. And we strive to create a world where the wounds of the past are actually acknowledged and healed. And that's a key point. We need to start acknowledging the shit that we went through and then healing it so that we're not passing it on. And that's the problem with this generational trauma transfer shit. We just go through it and then it gets filtered through to our kids. They don't deserve that. We didn't deserve that. But we can change it. And we believe that it's not just a reflection of our past, but a powerful source of resilience and wisdom and inspiration that can propel us forward into creating a life that we dream of, that we once dreamed of when we were younger. The programs that we have on offer is our quantum one-on-one coaching, which actually dives deep into your limiting beliefs. It unblocks the blockages that you've carried on. It releases the trapped trauma within your life. It's science-based, it's holistic, and it's really, really life-changing. You can transform your life within 12 weeks by just saying yes to yourself, by stepping up to the plate and saying yes. We have Firestarter, which is a program designed to create a business and launch it within 12 weeks by using your passion. So we pull out your passion and we turn it into a profitable business. And we're also doing live workshops that are for people and families that want to connect and that want to make a change. It is a community environment that we do short, sharp, and effective workshops, have tangible exercises that you can take home and introduce into your family and make the practical changes that you need to be empowered, that you need to be supported with. We're here, we're going live, and it's just a really exciting time to be a part of it. And I just want you to know one thing, and that the answers are already within you. You just have to dive deep inside you. And the beautiful thing that when we allow these answers and these passions to come forward and start to flow out of us, we start to create this beautiful connection with our ancestors because they are already within us and flowing within us. So if you enjoyed this podcast and you've got some feedback, drop it in the chat below, and I'm really excited to share more about Heritage Impact. If you liked this episode, make sure you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow us on all social media platforms, and I'll see you in the next episode.